in the video today. I'm actually on a boat. So, look at these boats though. Really cool. There's a man right here. Other people and stuff. So yes, I'm right here. This is just me. I also am drinking a margarita too.
But this is probably the most exciting part. So you see this wide open area, and then you see the Riverwalk does continue all the way to the next bridge. But this wide open area, I think it was maybe 5-6 years ago, the city passed a $20 billion park bond to build this riverfront park.
Wow, look at the
They started
bridge.
designing it, and they wanted it to be a world-class park. So they said it's not going to be enough. So they got Live Nations.
Look at that big boat.
So now we have a $30
Kind of looks like a Lamborghini.
amphitheater and beautiful park going in here. So by next year, we'll be staging some really nice events out of here, marathons, other festivals, and then of course with Live Nations, if you know who they are, they really bring in some top name groups. Okay, well we're going to come about, and you know, I definitely believe that you know, growth is a good thing, especially when you clean up an area that's completely unusable.
turning around.
But you don't want to build on everything. So where we're going next, we have thousands of acres in conservation. So we're going to go behind.
I'm not facing you.
In the meantime, I do
Stop!
have a
What?
surprise for you.
Stop! What's your head?
So it is a weekend, right? So we got to celebrate. So I met this lady, and you may have heard of her, but she plays music all over the world. She's absolutely incredible. And she wanted to play on the boat today. Her name's Pandora. So she's going to come around and play with you. So dance floor is open, rock it out. Very good. Okay.
What, Daddy? Her name is Pandora?
Yeah. You know who that is, right?
Uh-huh. That's like so beautiful. Wow. Look at those buildings. Like I'm at the beach now. I'm excited, but I'm not excited because like you know the virus, and that's why I'm wearing my mask. See? And also because I'm at the beach. So like that's the good thing. Can I have some more, Jesse? Drinking a margarita. What's that sound? Pandora? What? Is this music? What? It's fine. Even a bridge over there, like the highway. Oh, we're going back.
I know.
A fancy place, of course. What song is this, dude? You got a lime one? Lime? You got lime? Oh, sorry.
She knows. Crab traps. You better pay attention. said, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't pay for it. But she said she couldn't bring it up.
I'm working on it. Oh, this is boring.
Thanks.
Like,
What? Dude, give me. Bruh.
huh?
Nothing. He's not
Yeah.
sharing. What? He's not sharing.
Sure enough.
Bruh. Yeah, let me just.
Killed it.
Can you get your straw? Get your straw. Okay, thanks.
Like, how old is he? I said, you didn't hear what I told him, did you? He's however old he need to be to be $7. She fell out laughing.
Well, it's nice. What is that thing in the middle of the there, right there?
Unknown, that's all. Fear of unknown. It's the fear of unknown.
Faster? Oh yeah, we feel like we got it. Not
Because you was in the middle of it. You go outside, you see people moving faster than this.
I can't believe I let you freestyle all over that thing in 6th grade. Yes. Can you believe that, Sean?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
You was in 6th grade coming in at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Go what? Hairdresser.
Okay. Well, so now you can see this is definitely a different type of river.
Daddy, where do you
this
put
is the
this?
branch of the river that
Here, where do you
goes
put
about
this?
135 miles to Fayetteville, North Carolina.
No.
You have to go through
Oh,
three
no.
locks
I thought
to
you were
get
talking
there.
about my phone.
And then you come to a place called Mermaid Point, and the river divides into the Hall River and the Deep River, one breaking off towards Raleigh and the
Wow.
other towards Greensboro. So that's this branch. Now, this hasn't always been the main branch. You used to have to go up the other side of the Eagles Island. This was too shallow. This was only about 8, 9 foot deep through here. Now it's 30 foot deep. So they massively dredged it. So let me tell you about this schooner right here. In fact, I think Reed Stowe is on board, the captain of the boat. But he's in the process of bringing this back to life. It's been sitting here for almost 6 years. But Reed on this boat, you're probably going to see a movie about him. He set the world record for spending the most days at sea without anybody bringing him anything. He was completely independent at sea on that boat. He was on that boat over 1,100 days, over 3 years at sea. And so one of the reasons that he did that was because at that time, NASA was talking about going to the moon. And there was a discussion about could a human being be functional for 3 years in isolation? And he wanted to prove that you could. And then when he got back, NASA had already given up on going to Mars. But now, guess what? It's back on the drawing board, right? With Elon Musk and his team. So he's actually working with Elon Musk and his team and he wants to be able to help qualify some of the final astronauts. They already have thousands of people signing up to be the first people to go to Mars. Now, we put up a little sign-up list out here, but then I looked at it, was everybody trying to get away from their mother-in-law or just broke up with their significant other. So we're actually looking for people probably more your age. So if you're thinking about going to Mars, we've got an inside track, just let us know. We'll try to get you hooked up. But, one of the questions we get asked a lot are about these trees you see all over this area. So these we call them ghost trees. And these were trees that grew up in the rice fields after they quit growing rice, and then the river turned salty from the massive heating of the river and burned the trees back off. So those are trees. That's the second way you can look at the river and tell it's salty. But this was all farmed by the Gullah. Do you know about the Gullah? Have you heard of the Gullah? Have you heard of the Gullah? So the Gullah Geechee. So the Gullah were an enslaved people from West Africa, a very specific place called the Grain Coast. And the Gullah had the knowledge on how to grow rice. But as slaves, they were brought into the Charleston, South Carolina area and established the rice culture. And then it spread. This is as far north as the Gullah have been documented in bringing the rice culture. But it was some of the harshest, cruelest, most brutal work ever done by anybody in the U.S.
There's even a
So when
snack
they finally
place
abolished slavery,
too.
they quit growing
Where
rice.
snacks are.
And then as time
Which
went
also
on, the
like
rice fields filled back in with grasses and trees, and then the river turned salty. But this land, as far as you can see, clear over that tree line over there, 1.5 miles in the other direction, if we kept going for an hour, this is all in conservation now. So what does that mean? Well, it means it's yours. It means it's your kids, your grandkids. You can go on the internet, you can download kayak trails and go out here. It's absolutely remarkable. The diversity is incredible. Like, even though we have bottlenose dolphin in the river, it's that salty, we also have alligators. Only place in the world you see the American alligator tolerant salt is from here down to about Charleston, South Carolina. So we've been seeing a few. This is the time of year when you'll see a few alligators come back out.
Remember we saw those
The
alligators on the
season
battleship?
definitely
We saw them
extended
alligators?
itself.
Remember
Probably
we
like
was on the battleship?
since we started doing this 15 years ago.
Yeah, remember we was on the battleship?
With the
We saw
warmer
the
water.
alligators down there?
The ospreys, the water's
It's the
so
fake
warm
one.
now, it's warmer than it's ever been in the last, in recorded history for the last 6 years. It's so warm now, I don't know if when you were downtown you saw that osprey flying over out the river. The young ospreys, about 25% of them don't migrate any longer because the water stays warm enough where the fish aren't driven deep, and so they're not forced to leave. So we're seeing more and more, we're seeing that slow modification to the increased temperatures. And that's the trick. I think we've learned it a lot of different ways. It's kind of funny. A lot of times when people talk about global warming, it really scares them, and I get that. I mean, I understand it. But I tell people, don't deny yourself the opportunity, at least recognizing the change around you, because Mother Nature recognizes the change, and what does she adapts. Now, ours is this. It's like a snake, and that's the way this river is for 30 miles, up to where you get some elevation. So they took the curves out of the river. So all this water in front of you, that was land. It looked like this over here. Cut straight through here. And then here, to give you an idea of how harsh this work was to plant rice in these fields, these are canals. That's actually another abandoned ship. That's the remains of this. You guys are more than welcome to come up and look at this. If you're, we got hand sanitizer here if you want to clean your hands afterwards. But that's the picture of what this ship looked like before it was left there. And then there's the pictures in here, like at low tide. You can see much more of the ship. All sorts of stuff in that little binder. Now here's an example of the resilience of Mother Nature. So the ghost trees we know have been dead for over 20 years. These were ghost trees. Right now we've had nothing but rain for almost 7 years, at least 6. About 5 years ago, the end of the summer, we saw these ghost trees coming back to life. And now we actually have these trees that all this rain are actually coming back to life. It's kind of interesting that one of the guys who's a biologist at the university, he believes that salt water and fresh water is kind of like oil and vinegar. They just kind of float and find each other. And he thinks this area was probably already a little bit fresher when these trees maybe were And now, boom, here they go. And then here's where the river would come back in. Then you see, make another curve, there's a little bridge up here. And you just wind your way up after going through 3 blocks. There you go. Okay, well, we're going to head back to the big city. And Garland can check on everybody again. I think Caroline's right there. She's hiding behind this sign. Doing her. She's being our technician today. Okay. All right, Garland. You're good. How's everybody doing?
Wonderful.
Y'all warming up and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to bring our blankets out soon.
What's it, Yui?
We're turning around. The whole boat is turning around, dude. It's like I'm like on a train. Or like on
It's in the
a...
blue trash.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay.
Blue trash. Right there.
Where?
Blue. See the blue trash?
And there?
Yeah. He got it.
No, I don't. Still give me. Back around. What kind of song is this? A country song. Oh, those are the ghost trees right there. Not what I'm doing. Honk, honk. Like the windows are actually out. See?
Radar
Make sure you don't let him away. Make sure it's a clear path all the way.
Whoa, is that like a castle? I see a castle right there. All the way over
Probably
there.
church.
Huh?
Church.
Probably. What's that? Wow. I just want to see. Oh, that's the big city? Big City Greens?
Yeah.
Big City Greens? Yeah, we're actually close to that though. Big City Greens. Can we go to the beach part after? Beach part.
relax at the hotel.
I know, no. Yeah. And then we have
relax,
to.
relax. The TV up, you gotta be on the switch.
Yeah, and get the internet settled.
Huh?
Yo, look at the Jordans though. They're not creased there. Look at the Jordans. Look at my Crocs though.
Oh. Take you to back to get you some more Crocs.
Yeah, I know. Mom messed up.
What about me?
Are you on this up too?
Mine got no soul.
No soul.
I'm trying to get slides.
Oh yeah, mine don't have no.
Slide more comfortable than Crocs.
It depends.
No, slides are better.
Slide, you mean Crocs?
No,
Slides.
slides.
I don't know.
But I would actually get some more Crocs, like them Hydro Crocs.
Crocs.
Yeah.
More versatile. You can shoot volleys.
What are you doing?
Hi, go see her. Whoa, look at that over there.
Bait back up now. Too close.
Here's one of our resident ospreys that have not migrated yet, sitting on this tree. They not migrate.
Nope. Oh, yep.
Oh yeah, I see them.
You know, that osprey is an amazing bird. They're an ancient bird. They can't even classify them as a hawk or an eagle. They kind of fall in between the two.
Looks like a hawk work.
They do. But they call, so they have lots of nicknames, like our school mascots, the Seahawk.
Yeah.
Because some people call them fish hawks because they really can't classify them as either one. But they can do things that other birds can't do. They're the only bird that can dive into the water feet first.
Maybe
Up to about 18 inches of water,
it's like
grab a
jumping
fish
like
and
this.
drop directly out.
Mama.
So
Great.
free.
Reed
It's
Stove.
not free.
Yeah, he's got a website, 1,000 days. Well, I think it's called Beyond 1,000 Days. Incredible guy. He's an amazing artist. The whole interior of that his boat is hand carved. Every bit of it.
Should've got me one. I'm just saying.
What are you ringing the bell?
I'll see you right there.
Oh. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so that was Reed. You couldn't really see, but before he built this boat, he built a little catamaran. You know, this is a catamaran, 2 hulls. About last time we lived there,
It's lit.
for about 9 months.
It's lit.
Spent 9 months with him
My
down
voice
there.
has cracked. What can I say? Like, it's lit.
Every day
Just a second.
he drinks-
It's
She said,
lit.
don't take the mask off.
No, she said,
Yeah,
take
the
it
land
off.
over here on the left, Point Peter,
Well, she said
Lot
take it
History
off.
Here.
She said take it off
This
'cause I'm
is,
hot.
where if you ever go to Raleigh, downtown, there's a street named Bloodworth, near the Capitol. It was named after Timothy Bloodworth, who became famous for making the longest reported musket shot in
Should I say it?
politics.
Should I say it?
And he was
Huh?
part of the reason that
Huh?
Raleigh
Okay.
is the capital now, and that's when they why he
Oh my goodness. No. It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. Just kidding, JK.
So these guys are fishing for striped bass, most likely. And
Ring the bell. Ring the bell. Ding, ding.
I rode that ship right there. I rode that right there.
Which one? Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Striped bass have to get back to fresh water to spawn. And
It's lit.
Okay,
I said it
so
out
we
loud.
started a big campaign here.
Huh?
4 engineers and really about 30 other agencies.
It's lit.
I said, who played basketball right there?
Over 15 years.
It's lit.
Oh, I thought-
It's lit.
Played on a ship at one
Yeah,
time.
that was that one.
Reconstruct the rapids all
I
the way
get
across
good
the river
beside
as the first
the
dam. And in a real natural way. And we started a campaign here, a fishing tournament, where we tagged the fish. In 2 years, we found $12 million. And so in 2009, we completed about a 2-year project. And so in 2009, we had, first time in over 100 years, striped bass swimming back in fresh water on
Oh
our
my
own.
gosh. No, let me go.
Well, and here in Sturgeon.
It's lit. Shoot, you made me zoom in. It's
This little sailboat right
It's
out in
lit.
front of us last weekend. He
you
was
say
out
it.
here
You
and
say it.
It was really windy and he was, I think he's a relatively
Out loud.
new sailor. And he got
Say
right up
it.
here and he tried to head back down with the wind at his back and the boat got out of
Say
control.
it.
I think he died.
You know how to say it.
We had right up on land.
Just
It was
please.
completely dry. Luckily he didn't get
It's
hurt.
lit. Oh no.
But he's back at
Do it
That's
again.
a good thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta survive a few
Do
of those.
it. Say it.
Say what?
It's lit. Say it out loud so
here's a great
you
view
face
of
can
Battleship
hear.
North Carolina. And
Huh,
you know,
say
that
it.
ship was the highly decorated
It's lit.
battleship in World War II. And but after
Who is the
war,
Bobo?
after all that history, they were going to scrap her out.
Just
And
here.
school kids
Say
across
it.
North Carolina
what?
had a huge campaign
It's lit.
And raised over $250,000.
Mama, can you say it's lit outside?
It's lit outside.
No, like, so just say it's lit like that. Just say it.
It's lit. You look here.
Say it. Say it.
It's lit.
No, out loud.
No.
Please,
No.
just do
You
it.
want me to be so ghetto?
No, Mama, I'm on a YouTube video.
Yes, ghetto.
It's lit. It's lit. So 3, 2, 1.
I hate that Peyton's gonna miss out on those kind of field trips.
What?
I said I hate that you're gonna miss out on those kind of field trips.
Yeah, because of the virus. Jordan, no.
Well, you better look. This is your field trip. You better look.
Bruh.
The future.
Yeah. That's
You get that baby, you pay it now.
what?
It's
Pay her
lit.
now.
I said it's lit.
But what I'm gonna do is just gonna give you the paper with what you had on it. And then I'm gonna go top the story. Yeah, that's fine. I can do that.
It's lit. No, I'm not doing that.
What But you know what? Guess what? We
How
went
much juice
in
I got?
October.
How much juice I got? 'Cause we doesn't run us still for 25 minutes.
Okay. Guys,
Is it the same?
we are actually over. So, thank you so much. Like and subscribe, and ring the bell. So, yes, see, we're
The
here.
guy that ran up on that shore last week.
Thank you so much for watching it with me, and I hope I will see you later. Bye.